Today we're going to touch on the subject of romanticizing your life. I recently have came across quite a few videos on this subject and I found them to be intriguing. How to romanticize your life, how to basically act as if, to simply be the main character in your story, and not only be the main character, because truly that is what you are, but have main character energy. And when I kind of dived deeper into this whole idea, I loved it, and I think you would too. So I want to talk to you about my ideas on how to romanticize your life, how to basically act as if, and to really just live in the moment and enjoy the hell out of your life. So if you guys were looking to basically just level up your day-to-day monotony of your life and to really just turn lemons into lemonade and to take your maybe boring life, or boring as you may see it, and level that up starting now, I got you. Let's jump into this. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Danielle and this is the FEMINAL Society. Every Sunday we have a new episode of the FEMINAL Society, and basically it was a passion project of mine, and it was kind of started with the idea of a glow up or leveling up or becoming a high value woman, and basically our journey on becoming that girl. So there's been many different videos, many different ideas, and it's basically my how-to guide on how I've been kind of trying to be the very best version of myself, not only physically, but mentally, spiritually, my health journey. It's all kind of rolled into one, and I'm sharing this basically my diary, Daniela's diary, on how I am doing so. Today's topic is romanticizing your life, how to be a main character and have that main character energy in your life. So a lot of people kind of go through the day in and day out routines of life and basically let life live itself and not really enjoy it, right? When I think about like a main character energy or romanticizing your life, the very first movie that comes to mind for me is the Brittany Murphy movie. God rest her soul, I love Brittany Murphy. And it was Uptown Girl. So if you think about her, she was kind of like this socialite, and everything was an experience, you know, waking up for her, and it was bubbly and charismatic, and she would just, and I mean, you got to remember, this girl was broke. She was a child of somebody who was wealthy, but basically lost all of her money, but she still had this thing about her where she was just kind of going through it, and everything was so whimsical and cheerful, and there was never a dark cloud in her sky, and every moment was to be celebrated, and everything from the biggest moments to the littlest moments contained the same energy. And I was like, wow, how can I make that my reality? So recently I have been acting as if, romanticizing even the littlest aspects in my life. And let me tell you, it has truly made a difference in the day in and day out monotony of everyday life. Because let's be real, our life, most people's lives are generally a routine establishment, right? You get up, you maybe go to the gym, then you go to get home, you wake up the kids, take them to school, you go to work, you come home, you know, and you just kind of get in this routine, and you forget just how truly beautiful life is because you're just stuck in the routine of things. So I have been implementing this main character energy even in the most simplest forms in my life, and it's truly made a difference. I feel myself to be happier. I feel more excited about doing the most basic acts in my everyday life, and I definitely feel like it's lightened my mood. So I want to share with you how you can do it and how you can do it right now, and I promise you it will lift your spirits. The first thing I found myself doing was finding solitude in the silence. Sometimes, especially now that my children are older and they're, you know, it's not that craziness of, you know, small kids running around, and, you know, they are at school, and I have some time to myself. When the house is quiet, when there's nothing going on, I will tend to feel a little anxious, or sometimes I would feel a little sad, or I would just kind of sit there and be like, what now? What now? Like, I gotta do something. I gotta do something. And you don't have to do anything. And that is the beauty of finding that peace and the peace and quiet. So what do? What do I do when the kids are gone or when they're asleep or whatever it is? And I have those moments, instead of trying to say, hey, you know what? I got this 15 minutes of free time. I better, wash those dishes in the sink or something like that. I will read a book. I will watch a YouTube video. I will journal. I will just sit there and watch the cars drive down the street, watch the leaves fall from the tree, and just think, my God, what a beautiful creation. And in my head, I'm like, I bet you this is how autumn looks in New York. Because I remember I seen that movie in the 90s and I thought it was like amazing. And just really think in your head about the cheesiest movie, and you remember this girl sitting there and the leaves are falling and it's a beautiful day and she's sitting next to the window, and I'm like, dang, let me make myself a cup of tea and let me really get into this vibe, right? Let me create this atmosphere that is picture perfect as a moment as it will be. You create the vibe for yourself. You have the coffee or the tea, you have the windows open, you lit the candles, you got the book, you got the notebook, you got the cute little pen. I mean, and just start word vomiting your brain onto a piece of paper. Write what you're grateful for, write your to-do list, write a story, write a prediction, write what you want to have done, write just a letter to the gods, to the universe, to the goddess, whoever it is that you pray to, and just thank them. Write them a love letter, thanking them for the beautiful moments and days in your life. And you will feel so much lighter and happier. And another thing that I have been doing is I found myself grounding myself in forms of meditation. So this kind of sounds crazy, but we have a lot of leaves finally falling here in Chicago, and the weather is getting crispy. And the best way to really connect with the universe is to ground yourself in it. So I will go outside, take off my socks, and I will kind of crunch my feet on the bare leaves and just ground myself with the earth and just really connect back with it. Close my eyes and just meditate for a moment. Just say, oh my God, this is a beautiful day. Thank you for these beautiful moments. Thank you for all my blessings. Thank you for the continuing blessings that are coming my way. Thank you for the people. And just spew your happiness, your gratitude. And it is so liberating and freeing and magical. Find the peace in your solitude. Another thing that I have been doing is enjoying my own company. So I remember when I was younger, I used to feel sad for people who would go see a movie by themselves, or they would sit down and I would see them at a restaurant by themselves. And I used to think, oh my God, they're probably so lonely. I would never go eat by myself, or I would never go to the movies by myself, or I would never go shopping to the mall by myself. Like I would never do that alone. And then I think now, as I look back, how many experiences had I missed because I couldn't find the comfort in my own company, that I couldn't see that being alone and being confident enough to be alone is all I need. I am my own best friend. I am my own best company. I am my own person, okay? And you have to appreciate that. Because in all honesty, if you cannot enjoy your own company, if you don't like being around yourself, how do you expect anybody else to want to be around you? The next thing is to celebrate each day. You have to remember to celebrate each day. We call right now the present, right? Because it is truly just that. It is a present given to you, and you have to enjoy it. So celebrate it. Celebrate the sunrises, the sunsets. Celebrate the moments. Wear the clothes. You know, I know that there's a lot of people who are like, I bought this dress and I don't want to wear it because it's for a special occasion. But truly, how many special occasions do you have that you find that worthy enough? Why isn't today your special occasion? Now that's going to lead us into today's sponsor. I want to thank Brilliant Tears for sponsoring this portion of today's video. And I thought that this perfectly for today's message, right? And what I said, what I'm trying to get at is to really live in the moment and don't wait for something to come to you or someone to give something to you or save things for special occasions. Brilliance Tears offers engagement rings, wedding sets, and jewelry for a very affordable price. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the 2 rings they sent over. And honey, you don't need an if you want to get yourself an engagement ring, get yourself an engagement ring. You don't have to wait for somebody to get it for you, okay? Because today is the present, and if you want a diamond on your finger, honey, this is your sign to buy it for yourself. Live your main character energy and do for you, and stop waiting for others to do for you, okay? They've made buying engagement rings more affordable and way easier. They had sent over 2 beautiful options, and I absolutely love them. This one is very similar to my own engagement ring, and I thought she was a beauty. Look at her. I'll go ahead and take her out so you can show this is, so you guys can see. Now, you necessarily don't have to wear it on your engagement ring hand. You can wear it on your other side. But if you are in the market for an engagement ring, I got you. You can drop these hints and send this video over to your significant other and say, hey, would you look at that? But look at her. She is so pretty. The band is nice and thick. It has beautiful weight on it. And that is what she's looking like. Look at her. Absolutely gorgeous. Look, I just want to show you. They have 3-way financing with 0% interest. So if that was an issue, they got you on the money backing. Also, if you maybe made an impulse buy and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, 30 days money back guaranteed, no questions asked. So, you know, we've all been there. We've all made impulse buys. And here is the second ring they sent. They also come in these beautiful boxes. So super high quality with very affordable pricing. And look at her. She is a stunner. It does offer a lifetime guarantee on their rings, and they have awesome customer service that you can trust, that is always available to you to ask any questions or answer any questions that you may have asked. And this is the other ring. I love this. I really love these. Engagement ring styles have changed a lot since I've been engaged. Me and Leo have been married, I think it's gonna be 13 years this year. So we were engaged for like a year before that. But they've changed a lot. So I still love mine. I love everything. My honey picked it out himself. So that little guy's gonna ride with me for the end. But this is the other one, and I thought she was a beauty too. And very feminine, very beautiful. I love the thin band. I love the stone. And she is icy, honey, icy. But if you didn't want to wear it, my fingers are too fat for the other side. But you could always wear it on your other hand. And look at, you could see how gorgeous. So if you guys were looking for some, and you know, if you were in the market for an engagement ring this holiday season, or if you were just looking at something to pamper yourself with, because you deserve it, I will leave a link down below and you could check these out. They're absolutely beautiful, and you deserve to buy yourself something pretty, so do the thing. Aside from jewelry, aside from buying yourself or pampering yourself with something that maybe you feel that you have to wait for somebody else to purchase for you, why not take down the china and the wine glasses and drink out of those or eat off those every day? Why not wear the dress? Why not wear the shoes? Why not wear the handbag? Why not just live each moment to its fullest potential? Be happy about it. You are blessed to have these blessings. Why not enjoy them? Our time here is not always guaranteed, and we have just but one life to live. And you should really love, and not only love, but be in love. The process of loving and being in love are totally two different things. When you are in love, you are just swimming in it, and you're happy, and it's a light feeling, and you just want more love. Spread that into your everyday life. Think about how happy you are when you have, you're sitting down to eat and you're like, oh, skip the paper plates, skip the solo cups because you don't want to wash dishes. Pull out the nice china, pull out the nice wine glass, serve yourself a glass of wine, or maybe just some sparkling water. I don't drink, but maybe just some sparkling water in a wine glass, and sit down and get comfy like that. make your bed, maybe invest in some higher quality sheets. Take the shower of your life and curl up in those nice, clean, comfy sheets and drink your sparkling water out of your wine glass and put on your show and just live your main character energy. Life is what you make it. And if you keep holding these things back for when you feel the timing is appropriate, the time will never come. And lastly, appreciate your own beauty. I would like to say that I believe that our definition or the society's measures of beauty are changing. I think that a lot of people are kind of seeing that what maybe Instagram or the Kardashians, and I know everybody's like, I like Kardashians. I understand that, but they were basically the textbook standard of what beauty is right now, okay? Between their bodies, their hair, their looks, everybody at one point was trying to mimic one of the Kardashians or the Jenner sisters, okay? And I feel like that's changing, and I'm happy for it because I feel like it'll give the average woman a realistic idea of what beauty is. And I feel that you should celebrate your own beauty. Get dressed. Remember when we were kids and we would play dress up and you would be like, and you would look and you would get all dressed up. And I remember I used to put my mom's stuff on and I would think, oh my God, I look so pretty. And I felt pretty and it was fun. I remember even when I was younger and I was getting ready to go to parties and me and my friends would be getting dressed. That was the best part of the night, was getting ready. And it was, you know, you took the time, and you know what I think it was, is we took the time and we invested it into ourselves, and we were listening to music and we were laughing and we were dancing and having a good time. And I feel like, do that. Play dress up. I don't care if you feel like you're wasting your products. If you don't, and I used to say that, my makeup's expensive, I'm not gonna waste it. But here's the thing, makeup has an expiration date. So if you look on makeup that you've had for a while, and on the back of it, for example, I'm just gonna pull something out of this drawer right now. It'll say a number and then say M. So most things are like 24 months. So if you've had this NARS foundation that you spend 60 bucks on that you only want to use for special occasions, but you've had it now for 4 years, toss it because it's bad. So you might as well use it. Because you paid good money for it, you wanted to use it, why not use it every day? Or at least have a dress-up party and pull out the clothes, and then when you're done, take your pictures. You don't have to upload them to Instagram, you don't have to do any of that stuff, but maybe send them to your significant other and be like, hey. I send Leo pictures of myself all the time, I don't care. Look, your wife's a hottie. Congratulations. He loves them. He loves seeing them. Even though like his screensaver is me with rollers in my hair and I look like a crazy lady. But nonetheless, like there is nothing more sexy and appealing than a good round of confidence. And when you're sending them sexy pictures of yourself, and I'm not saying like, you know, but like where you're, you know, got your makeup on and your hair down and you're smiling and you're happy, that is confident, that is sexy, and that is appealing to your partner because they love you and they see the true beauty for what you are. You just forgot it's there. And if you ever think about these main characters in movies, they always had hobbies. They always had something that enriched their life. So develop a hobby, whether it's painting, it's writing, it's working out. It's something that is their own, that they like to do, that is separate from their everyday life, that they invest their time in. For me, it's working out. That is my hobby. That's what I like to do. But maybe for you, it will be painting. Maybe for you, it will be drawing. Maybe it's singing. Maybe it's computer graphics. Maybe it's crafts and you like to make bows. Let me know down below, what is your hobby? You can take your hobby and turn it into something so much more. YouTube was a hobby for me. It was something that I started to do because I was lonely and I was bored and I was looking for something that was my own. My kids were getting a little bit bigger and I wanted something that I could build, and nobody thought I could. So I started and I stuck with it and I turned it into a full-time job. This is my career. I am a content creator. Wild. I still can't believe it. But that's what I did. And I encourage you guys to do it because you guys have blessed me with the opportunity to do this. And I would love to give back and do the same for you, to motivate you guys to be the best version of you. And I know you guys could do it. I believe in you. Another thing would be your environment. How to romanticize your life, your environment that you live in. Keep your home tidy. It doesn't have to be a Pinteresty house, but I think for me, to make it more, to romanticize my life, is fluffy pillows. It's good. I like having good smells. Good smells for me are my thing. So I have a little air scents, and I love like doing the essential oils, and I love candles. I love fluffy pillows. I love blankets and texture. Those are the things. I like twinkly lights and stuff like that. For me, that just sets the mood, and I just feel it's so relaxing, and it looks like something off of a Pinterest board. And that aesthetic for me is just so next level compared to where my house was when we first got here. And I feel like just seeing the look and the elevation of my home come to life, and we're still working, we're still expanding, we're still elevating it, but it's remarkable, and I love that. I love the textures, I love the smells, I love the sounds. I love all of that, and I love a good homey, cozy vibe, and that's what I always strive for when people come into my house, is to feel welcomed and at home. Lastly is cooking. Stop looking at cooking like a chore. Act as if you were Julia Childs. I do it all the time, and I'll like talk, all right, and next we're gonna go ahead and all that, this, and I do it all the time. I know Leo laughs at me, but I make it fun, and I play music, and I promise you, when you guys are watching either these try-on hauls or any of my cooking videos, Beyonce is playing in the background, and I'm like, because she makes me feel like the baddest version of myself. I absolutely love her, and I love her music, and I love the energy it gives. Act as if until it is real. You know, I used to tell students when I used to take them, and when I used to work in the hospital, and I was a clinical educator, and they would come in and they would, be always so nervous and scared, and I would tell them, look, you got this, you got the knowledge, fake it until you make it, because you'll get there. But no one will know that you were scared. Only you know you're scared, but fake it until you make it. Be confident, enjoy the moments, and eventually it'll all fall into place and you'll be there. And that, my friends, is what romanticizing your life is taking the day in and day out monotony of everyday life, adding a little spice to it, and just making it a theatrical, wonderful experience that is delicious and soothing for the soul and makes you excited for more. My name is Danielle. This is the FEMINAL Society. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not forget to romanticize your life at every given moment of every given day. You guys were looking to maybe pamper yourself, or maybe you're in the mood for an engagement ring. I don't know. If you are, congratulations. Check the link down below for Daniela Diaries, and they will hook you up, and sure enough, we'll find you something that will fit not only your taste, but your budget. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, friends.